Hi guys, welcome back to another in the series. Now the last part we stop at 20, so we're starting back at 21. Let's go. If you have not checked out that, check out that. And so we have 5x, so that it's the same denominator, so we keep the denominator, just add the numerator, which is 6 over, so that's a. For 22, if m asterisk n is equal to m cube minus n square, all right, so let's go. So m is 5. So the first one is 5 and the second one is 3. Quality is a bit poor, but guess what? We have to do. So it's 5 to the third minus 2 to the second. All right, so this is going to give us 5 times 5 times 5, 125 minus 2 is 4. So when we subtract, that's 121, and the square root of 121 is 11. 11 multiplied by 11 give you a 121. Given that 3 bracket x, that is the value of x is. All right, so let's expand the bracket. Write it back first. If you have not watched part 1, let's go back and ensure that you watch part 1. And to get the live free class, ensure you are subscribed. Simply now, guys, it's simple. 3 times that gives us 3x. 3 times -1 gives us -3. Minus times a, remember, so a negative times a positive is a negative, right? That's how you have to remember. Negative times negative, positive. That's not hard, guys. The only time we get a negative is when the signs are different. All right, so now we have 3x minus 2x. And then we have minus 3 plus 2. I think this was done on another paper. Equal 7. So this will give us x minus 1 equals 7. In case you're wondering, oh, I got -1. The 3 is bigger than the 2. So we subtract, but we'll keep the sign. Carry over this, it becomes a positive. So it would be 7 plus 1. So that's 8. And what you can do, you can plug it in the equation to see if it makes sense. If you would get 7. So you put 8 as well, 8 minus 1. That's 7. 3 7 is 21. Put 8 as well, yeah. Kind of do that and see if we get 7. All right. As I said, guys, this is part 2. Ensure that you check out part 1. So here we have negative, and for those who want to see my number, see here, 5492161. So we have negative minus -2q. So a negative minus -2q minus 3q. All right, according to Cxc, you guys are messing up this year time. Negative times a negative, that's positive. So that's positive 2q minus 3q, which gives us negative q. The 3 is bigger, so that's C. So my number there, 5492161. Allow me, those who want the help. Let's go, let's go. All right, it says, given that x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2, then the value of x squared plus 3y over xy. The quality is 100, doing it, guys. But we know it's x at 4 plus 3y, which is 3 times 2, over xy. So that's 4 multiplied by 2. So that much we know. So we square 4, we get 16. And then we multiply 3 times 2, give us 6. All over 8. Don't be tempted to say 8 into this goes 2, 2, 6, 12. We have to add first, right? So that's 22 over 8. How many groups are? We can break it down to, divide by 2, 11 over 4. So 4 into 11 goes 2 times and remainder 3 over 4. So that's D. So guys, you have to know them little style, all right? 26. If p is equal to 5, no, if p over 5 is equal to 20, then p, what do we find the value of p? We just multiply by 5. I don't even know which one I multiply to this cranny. guys, ouch. All right, item 27 refer to the following vectors. P is equal to 3, 7, Q is equal to negative 2, 5. The vector P minus Q is, all right, so first we write back P because it's in the same order, minus negative 2, 5. All right, so let's bring it now. Remember, it's the X, match with the X, so it's going to be 3 minus minus 2, 3 minus minus 2, and then we have 7 minus 5. All right, so this now works out to a positive. So that will give us what? 5, 2. I don't see that yet. Let's go down and see if we can find that. Here we go. That would be C. All right, let's move on to 28. Actually, I forgot. Oh. All right, it says item 28 refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram in which EF is parallel. So EF is parallel to HG. EH is parallel to EF, and that equal K. And EH equal M. Expressed from E to G. All right, so two ways we can do it, right? We know so once it's parallel, I'm going in the same direction. So this is K also. And then this now would be M. All right. So they want us to go from E to G. Now remember, we can't go directly, right? So it's from E to G, but we cannot go directly. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go with M. So I'm gonna go E to H, and then I'll go H to G. All right, H to G. So let's go now. The value of this is M. So EH is M. So we're going with the arrow. So it's gonna be M. And then we're going with the arrow again. So it's gonna be plus K. So that should be M plus K. Let's see the options. Oh, them have K plus M. It's the same thing, guys. All right. Yeah, it's the same thing. All right, let's look at 29. If 5xy equal 4, that then the value of x is. Now this can be a little bit tricky, but all we have to do is just expand the bracket and we're good. So 5 times x, that gives us 5x. 5 times y, that is equal to 5y. And then we expand the bracket now, right? So 4 times 10, that's 40. And 4 times 20, that is 80. So now we have two equations. 5x is equal to 40. What's the value of x? And 5y equal 80. What's the value of? So it's two separate equations. That's my interpretation, right? So we have 5x equal 40. So we're going to divide both by 5. So that's 5, which gives us 8. And then we divide this by 5, which gives us 16. So it's 8 and 16, which is B. Very nice question, CSEC. All right, item 30 refers to the following matrices, A and B. The product of AB is, so we actually have to go multiplying now, guys. All right, so we know that when we're multiplying, it's row by column. So let's do that. So 1 times 3, that is 3 plus 3 times 2, 6. Everybody know what a column is, right? This is the column we're multiplying by. All right, 1, 3, 3, 3, 2, 6. Negative 3 times 0, that is 0. So we now have to make that. All right. So now we are going to do that row here by this column. 1 times 0, 0. Now if we do it small, 3 times 1, 3. And then negative 3 times that, negative 15. Jaja. It's not. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, each of the thing in the corner. So I'll just write it so you guys can see. So it's negative 15. All right, on to the one here now. 3 times 3, that is 9. 0 times anything as 0. And 5 times 0 as 0. All right, boom. Whenever I have to multiply everything, but 3 0 0. 0 times that 0, 5 5 25. So we are look for them here now. I can work out this until we are look for. We are look for 9 over here, so. And this must be negative 12. This must be 9 plus 0 plus 0. That's 9. And then 25. So right, you know, say A, no? So it's A. But guys, just remember it's row by column. And you're good. All right, the volume of a cube whose edge is 60 centimeter long is, so we know that to find the volume is the area of the base times the height, but guess what? All of it is 6, right? So that should give you 216 cm cubed. 6, 6, 36, 6 times 36, 260. If it took a speedboat 9 hours to travel a distance of 1,080 kilometers, what's the average speed kilometers in kilometers per hour? So what we're doing is just dividing by 9. Why? Because speed is equal to distance over time. 9 into this 1, put a 1 here, so that goes 2. From we get the 2 now, so 120, all right? Wrong move, valley, up top of figure. Printing is so wonderful with that one here, guys. My apologies for that. Probably should have gone through it before, then I would have realized. But nevertheless, hope you guys are seeing it. You can put it in the comment section. And if you have a clean copy, I think this is 2020. If you have a clean copy, you can send me. Send me. This is a January paper, I think. So just let me know and you can WhatsApp. All right. So an aircraft leaves A at 1600 hours and arrives at B at 1930, traveling an average speed of 550 kilometers per hour. A and B is in the same time zone. The distance from A to B is, all right, so first we need to know the time. So that's 6. From 6 to 17, that's 1. To 18, that's 2. To 19, so that's 3.5. So you take 3.5 hours. And we're going at 550. So distance is equal to speed times the time. So I can multiply now. 500, 5525, 5525, and 27. All right. We drop a 0. 300, 3515, 5 carry 1. 3515 and 116. So this goes what? Was 0, because this is 0, right? This and this give us 5. Why am I not match it up good? 7, 1, 5, 12. Okay, that means it has to be this. All right, so this give you 9, 1. And of course, we know the decimal sum go. So that's D. So we check the time, which is 3.5 hours, and then we multiply to give us the answer. All right, so let's look at this one now. This look like 35. Let's go, let's go. When I check out part 1, guys, you need to do so now. There are so many videos on here. In a rectangle garden, plot 50-meter long and 12-meter wide, an area of 80-meter squares is used for vegetable. The area of plot that is not used for the vegetable gardening is, all right, so they say it's 15-meter long by 12 and I use up 80-meter outside. So we don't need to know the total, man. All right, we need to know the total, I think this is 180. 2 times 5, that's 10. 2 ones 2 and 3. Put a 0, 155. So we have a total of 180, yeah, and we use up 80. So all we have to do is just subtract the 80, which gives us the 100. All right, very nice one, Cxc, very nice one. It requires a little thinking. All right. The distance around a lake is 8 kilometers. On a map, the distance around the lake is represented by the length 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters equal 8 kilometers. And we know the scale thing, but we just divide by 2. We get the scale. So it's 1 centimeter to 4 kilometers. Which one we convert, we get this. So it's 1 to 4. All right, hold on, guys. I need to go up a little bit more. Item 37 refers to the following diagram, not drawn to scale, which shows a cuboid. The volume of the cuboid is 220 centimeter cube and the height is 5. If the cuboid has a square base, what is the length of one of the sides of the base? Now, the fact that it's a area, it's a square rather, and the area is 320, and we have height in 5. So it's a square base, so it's a number multiplied by itself, 10 times by 5 to give you the answer, right? Because it's the area of the base times 5. So all we have to do is just divide this by 5 and it will give us the square, the area for the square, right? Agree? Because it's the area of the square times the 5 give us this. So all we have to do, divide by 5 and then we get the number. So 5 into 32, that is 6 times 5, 6, 30. So this now, 5 into 20 goes 4 times. So the area for the square is 64, all right? But that's not the area for the side. He said the length of one side. So in order to do that, it's a square with an area of 64 centimeters. So we just take the square root, so it's 8. So that's E. Let's move on to 39. A square has the same area of a rectangle with sides 9 centimeters and 16 centimeters. What is the length of the side of this square? So again, it's a rectangle. So what we do, we multiply 9, 6, 54. As we want to find the area for the square itself. Both of them have the same area. So 9, 6, 54, 5 carry 4. 9 ones 9, and that's 14. So that's 144. Now the area for the square is 144 centimeters square. In order to find one side, find the square root, which is 12. Only 12 times 12 can give you that. All right, let's move on to 39. The median numbers is, all right, so the median I me go on, it's already arranged in ascending order. So now I got 3 here, so I got 3 from the side here. And that is 4, 4. So we have 6 and 7 in the middle. So that would be 6.5. All we do, we add both of them and then divide by 2. Let's move on to 40. Guys, you know, if you come back for part 3, you know, ensure someone to subscribe, all right? All right, let's look at 40. It said the lower class boundary in the interval 3 to 5 is, let me see if nothing up at top or they just give you that. Okay. It doesn't matter though, the answer will not change. So in order to find the lower class boundary, what we do, find the class what we're looking at, which is 3, 5. To find the lower class boundary, we subtract 0 0.5. So it will be 3 minus 0 0.5. So that should be B. All right. So as I say, guys, you're gonna have to come back for part 3. Ensure you're subscribed so you can get when I go live to do my live free classes and also for part 3. This is the next minute. I'm out and out. See you guys in part 3.